mute this.
Yeah,
That's official. He
got his uniform on.
One thing for
What's
sure,
up,
when I
Jeff?
got it on, I'm getting paid.
Officer Hibbos.
All right, well, I'm back.
all right. So go ahead, Tyrone. What were you going to say?
Well, since I've been back, I left with a lot of stuff like on my mind, and like I say, it wasn't at that point where, oh man, I'm going to Africa. It was like I got to go to Africa. Jeff,
Right.
I got to go to Africa. So and getting back, I still had the same things and problems, but it like just that trip opened me up to where it's like, okay, I can deal with this, and as it stepped on, it did, things started changing, like I'm, getting the, catching up on the things I fell behind on. So it's like, and now it's just like, okay, when we going back?
Yeah.
What time we leave? So it's like, it was very inspirational, more than what I thought it would be. And that's because of the group of people and yourself. So I enjoyed it, and hey, I don't know. I'm one of them heart pouring out guys, so we don't want me to carry on. but it, it enlightened me to make me want to find out more, because like I said, I always wondered why they had that perception of not wanting us together, as far as American Blacks and Africans, period. It's like, and just being there, I seen it, without any voice or anybody telling me. I just seen it just from being there. The way they adapt and do things, it's like, that's the way we are, but we're not allowed to do that like that because of so many restrictions, really, and things we got to go through every day. So, but it, I can't wait to go again.
And that's the recurring theme that I hear, from a lot of people, from just in general, when they have a chance to get to the continent and have their own experience. So anybody else, tell me what the process, because it's a process. I'm telling you, you're going to be processing for months. Something's going to pop up 2 months from now, and you're going to say,
Well, I'm gonna tell you, my jet lag came down on me. I had a little pain in my leg and stuff. But in terms of the trip, I have a big family, man, and they lined up. As a matter of fact, I think some of them was at your meeting tonight. They were at the meeting tonight, and everybody want to come. They ask questions, and I just gave my opinion of what I felt and what I saw, and now everyone is excited. But every once in a while, I find myself, just reminiscing about the experiences and stuff and the things that we've done and the characters of everybody, man. It's, when you're alone in the quietness of your own thoughts, it all comes back to me, and I, it's just been a pleasant trip. It was a pleasant experience, something that I won't forget, and I want it again. I want to have it again. I have a lot of freedom on my hands, more freedom than I have money.
Well, once you stop that,
maybe two.
Money.
More freedom than I have money, but
we got a dental business for you. You can start in Ghana. We got that dental.
Yeah, man.
We won't go there right now.
No, we won't go there right now. But you will see me again. I really believe that, and I have every intention on coming back, to the continent. And I'm considering Tanzania, and I'm coming. That's it. That's all I got to say. I'm coming. Jay, you did something. You really did something, man. It was like I enjoyed, all the experiences that you allowed us to have, and I enjoyed you, and so I have no complaints, man. I can't think of one moment where I felt uncomfortable, and I get that question from a lot of people, were you afraid? And, was there any danger? Like I had to duck lions and tigers. And the question came out of their heart because that's the information that they had. And they were serious when they said it. But when I got done explaining to them, they were puzzled. It's almost like you can see the question mark over their head, man. Well, where did I get all these ideas at? So everything I said to them was contrary to what they believed. And then after watching the interview, oh man, did you edit that thing, man? Because I
did.
I couldn't believe how perfect it was.
But that was you. You made it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That was the It was
that was
wow,
a good.
man. Yeah, I tell you that it was a conversation, It was a conversation about Africa, man. That's what it was. And you brought out, I don't even know where I got those answers from, really, but I enjoyed looking at the interview. I never like looking at myself, but you made it pleasant, Jay. You really did.
But it was you. It came from your heart. Those were your words. And there were candid moments. They were
Yes,
unscripted.
It
was unscripted, and that's the part.
Yeah. Unscripted, man. I couldn't believe how relaxed I was. I said, that can't be me. But it was nice, man. I enjoyed. Like I said, it was not a dull moment. You ran us ragged, though. I'm gonna tell you, boy. You tested our physical.
No, you got on the canopy bridge and went twice. You
did it. I can't even remember. Someone asked me, what was the weather like? I couldn't even tell them because I was so comfortable. I couldn't even tell. I said, you know what? That's a good question. I don't remember one moment when I was too hot, too cold, uncomfortable, or anything. So I had to really think about that. I mean, there was moments in the truck, in the van where it was air conditioner was on. It felt okay. But when we got out of the van, I still felt okay. I couldn't remember an uncomfortable moment. So that's basically.
I'm glad that you had that experience, and I'm glad that as the team hears this too, they know the work that was put in, and it was on so many different levels. I wanted us to have that experience because I know the stuff that we've been told. I know the lies we've been told. I know the games that's been played on our minds. And so I knew that we were dealing with that. But then I also know what us, and when I say us, those of us in Africa, what they've been told about us. And so it's making sure that, just both sides were given the same level of treatment. And that's what and that's what I'm getting from them as well. So you all represented us well. You all represented Black folks in America. You all represented Black excellence. That's the deal. That's what made me so proud, because you didn't go over there and shame us at all. It was like, this is us. Y'all don't know that TV show, This Is Us. This is us. And we did it the right way. We didn't go over there and get ghetto on the people. I mean, it's like we did it right. It was like, yes. So, all right. So, Brandy, tell us what, how has this resonated with you now that you have had some moments back on the West Coast? Because you came a long way from the West Coast. So how has this settled in with you?
Oh goodness, here you go. You starting with my mom. But it's just the environment, the food, the communication, like with the weather, like he said, you know, the weather didn't bother me. Me and sis sit out there. We sat out there by the pool while I think you were interviewing or something. We sat out there for like an hour or two straight in the sun. The people out there was looking at us, you know, so it was just nice being over here in the sun. They kind of cover it up, you know, to where you can't really enjoy it. So you're not really getting all that vitamin D. That's why they want you to inject it and take those pills and things like that. With the food, processed food, I've been trying to eat. I can't eat. I cannot eat.
You came back on a whole other level.
I'm on a whole different level. I need some watermelon with them black seeds.
Yes.
No seedless watermelons. No seedless watermelons.
It's all bad. So it's like I need to kind of go back home. I mean, I'm at home, but I need to go back.
What did your children say when you got back? Because I know they were anxious for you to come back.
They were anxious, but they were also happy after I came back, because everybody who see me, they said that I look like I'm at peace now. Even I've been posting on my Facebook, they like, you just look like you at peace. You know, it's something that happened over there.
It's the watermelons with the seeds that did it.
Yeah.
It's a whole different vibe over here. These people over here are spoiled. These kids are spoiled. I was like, there's no way in hell that anybody's house should be dirty. Those people over there, they were cleaned up at 6:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. A flower fell off the bush. We over here cussing our kids out to wash some dishes. It makes no sense. But we allow it. It's that generation. And as it go down to generation, it gets what you say, diluted. You know how you dilute?
Watered down.
So
you're adjusting to normal life again, and so you're now again you're reminiscing on what you saw, and then you're able to. I'm telling you, it's a process. It's a process.
I'm still processing because I have a lot to learn. I'm so interested. I've been on the videos, looking at all our videos, the videos that I took, just going back and forth. I looked at the YouTube. I started crying again. I'm like, oh my goodness. Carly, she was like, girl, I feel it like I was there. I was like, oh my gosh. And that was the real me in that video. You know, over here, sometimes you gotta cover up a little bit. You can't show them all that raw. Everybody over here can't accept it. They don't like it, or they jealous of it. You know, so
well, I'm glad you had the experience. That's the bottom line. I'm glad you had it.
I'm so glad that I came across your video. I felt that energy to feel safe, to be accompanied by you and your company, you know, because like they say, I felt safe everywhere I went. Even when y'all went to the bathroom, remember when all y'all went to the bathroom and I stayed in the van? The driver got out. Was it TT at that time? I forget
I'm sure it was
who
TT
drive.
the whole time. I think TT was with us unless we went to Kumasi.
No, I don't know. I think that's when we was in Osu.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's TT.
Stopped at the bathroom, and I didn't go to the bathroom that time, so I sat right there in the van. So he went around the van or something. I don't know if he went into the store or whatnot, but a car pulled up. It was a guy. He was like, "You are so beautiful." And I was like, "Thank you." And he was like, "What's your name?" I was like, "Brandy." And then he started talking about a drink. Boy, the driver came back around the car. He was like, "Do you know him?" The dude took off. Oh my gosh. I was like, oh my gosh. I said, but maybe that could have been somebody I could have, maybe that was one of them cheapest. But it was just.
He done got in the way and started blocking the situation.
But, they were very protective of us, and I appreciate all of it. And if I could do it again, I'd do it all over again. My daughters want to go. So I'm having a hard time because I'm like, I mean, where I'm going to get all this money from, because I'm going to break the bank. I'm trying to go to your reunion. I'm trying to go to Tanzania. They want to go on.
Take your time.
I just need to get over there.
Well, you know what? I'm
gonna have to figure it out.
Yeah, that's I'm glad that everyone had that experience, because it will, again, impacting your daughters, then it impacting you. But our conversations are impacting thousands of people. That's what I want you to know. That James, when I was telling you, I said, James, you got to understand, you're going to touch a whole lot of people's life. I didn't understand it was going to happen this organically. I mean, this thing is organic situation, but your collective experiences are resonating with people, and they know something. I had a conversation with someone yesterday, and it was the day before yesterday. Ran into him random. I mean, this was random. I've known him for years, and he's been following everyone's journey. And he said that he's learned more about our history just from following our journey in the different videos and everything than, and he's almost 60. He'll be 60 this year or next year. And he says that it's messing with him because he knows that something has been off, and now the pieces are starting to come together. So I just want you to know, Brandy, there are people that you're connecting with who are paying attention, that resonate with everything that you said in the interview that you did and everything that you're saying now. So just keep plugging away. It'll all come together in the right time. Just like all of this came together at the right time, it'll all come together at the right time, all the different things that you want to do. So just continue to stay the course.
Yes, thank you for the experience. Thank you for it all. Thank you, and thank you for my family. Yes, y'all on this call, all y'all.
That's right, because the reunion is gonna be wild when because I already know we're all gonna get together again. So I'm not. That's what I told you. I'm not even worried about that. Now let me hop to Jeff real quick. Jeff, you officer. Let me let's see. I think you got to unmute. How's everything? You back in the flow of things. How's everything now that you are back? How's all of this processing for you?
Well, I shared our interview with a lot of my friends and stuff like that. So it's a line of people that want more information and everything else. I just give them your website and give them my wife's YouTube page and, tell them just, check it out, this, that, and the other. And, just from the interviews and a couple pictures and stuff I've showed people, man, they lining up, everybody ready to go.
And so now with that, and I know, again, like I said, there are going to be people who are going to see, we don't know who's going to see this video, where they're going to see it. There are people actually on the continent. They're in different parts of Africa. I mean, there are people commenting from DRC Congo. They're commenting from South Africa. They're commenting from Nigeria. They're commenting from Ghana. They're commenting from Tanzania. They're commenting from all over the continent, in addition to the U.S. And so these conversations, even as you're sharing with your friends, they're listening to your words, and what they're realizing is that even when people say little slick things in the comments and stuff like that, other people will come shut them down. I mean, it's like they'll come in, somebody will say something slick, and somebody else will come in and shut them down. I don't even have a chance to come in and do my thing, because somebody else will come in and shut the foolishness down and say, what are you doing? These people are trying to solve the problem. Why? I mean, they come in like wolves or what, like wild dogs coming in for some prey. And I just sit back and say, this is how we do it, because this is how we got to shut this stuff down and really open the minds of not just people in America, but the world. And that's what's happening. That's the beautiful part.
Mhm.
You know, that's the part, Jeff. So I'm glad, man, that you're sharing it with your family and friends. And
Listen,
go ahead.
one of the guys, me and him we went to high school and stuff together, but he works for the city also. So I was at work the other day and I run into him and he's on one of the crews that paint the lines in the street and stuff like that. And they had a white dude on their crew, and the white dude was like, "Man, I'm ready. I want to go." he was excited. He said, "I want to go to the motherland because that's where all of humanity started anyway." He was with it.
But you know, Jeff, that's when you say, man, I did a call today. I'm telling y'all, this stuff is deep. I did a call today with a grandmother. She didn't tell me her age, but a white grandmother. And she said, my grandson, he's black. And she said, he needs to go on this tour. And when she broke that thing down. So I was talking to my friend in the UK, and I said, come on. He's paying attention, and he's like, you know what? I think I need to come and see what's going on in Ghana. So we're not just reaching black folks, but white folks who want to know, and anybody else who want to know. So man, we just don't know. I mean, sometimes when you go with the flow of where you're supposed to be, it all opens up. Yep. So that's cool, man. That's cool. Let's see. Renee. No, wait.
Yes, name her because she's gonna be all day.
He gotta say you for last, sis.
Look, Renee started talking. I done got off work and be home. She still be talking.
Dinner cooked. See me. Dolores.
Okay. Well, since I've been back, all I can say that Africa has been on my mind, and pretty much every day. And when I go out into the stores and, and look around, and of course, it's the majority Europeans, and I look at us and how we just stand out, and it's like, do we really belong here? Do we really belong here? Because it's like we stand out, but we're not showing our excellence, to the world here in America. And that, it seems so problematic because I see the young, beautiful Black brothers, they're wearing their hair and, they're stuck, bagging groceries, at a Walmart or something, and it's like, it's more to it than this, and we just don't have the opportunity to shine here. And also, it also occurs to me how much stress that we are in the United States, even though we don't maybe feel it every day. But if you turn on the news and different stories, and it's like, we are really under constant stress because, you're scared to go out and get stopped by the police, you might get killed, but they shoot up, they're doing random shootings, and it's like, how, they say, well, we safe there, but how safe are we here? What threat level are we at here in the United States? Which is crazy to me, but yeah, it's been on my mind. I want to go back. I was watching your meeting about East Africa, and it's like, how can we make that happen?
I saw you look back over.
Well, there's a will. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Guess I got to come out of retirement. Huh?
I was gonna got some overtime.
But yeah, it's been beautiful, and I think the other thing too, because my mom, she's 97.
Oh wow!
And
still got it.
Okay.
And she's literally like, hey, I want to go, Because when I first told her, she was like, really, she was interested. She didn't have the negativity. She was like, really, that's interesting. I want to go. When you going, I might want to go. And it's like, God, if there was anything I could do, within my power would be, to be able to have her go and just see it. She might not have the mobility to do, all the stuff that we did, but yeah, that would be like
over there.
Yeah. But yeah, she was very interested in the stories and how it went and all that. So yeah, that was good. I can at least give her that much. But yeah, thank you, Jay.
Well, everybody came back, everybody came back, and that's the beautiful part. And because again, everybody's asking, is it safe? And is it this? I mean, and not to be, I mean, there are parts of Africa you can go to that won't be best place, but guess what? Don't go to those places. That's it's just like going to the south side of somewhere. I'm not going to go to that particular place because I know that's not going to be beneficial. But
Right.
But I'm glad to hear that you had that experience and that you were able to share that with your mother, and that she does not have that negative perception, that she was curious about. So that's even changing the narrative for our seniors, seniors. So they can now have that perspective as well. So that's cool.
Get him, Renee. Get him, Renee.
Hey, Jay, did my mom reach out to you?
What's your mom's name?
Shirley Benson. She said this what she said she was gonna do. I told her she got to go with the seniors. Because I said, listen, you're not like James, because she watched all the interviews. I said, you like James, you can't handle
the bridge.
You gotta be with the real seniors. I said, James is like a 40-year-old.
He really
Right.
That's on the bridge. So she wants to come. She's all excited now. So she's rallying up her friends, which would be rallying up all her crew. And so she wants to come. But I need to go back to Ghana. Because there are some things that when I watch a movie, I watch it 2, 3, 4 times. That's how our family is. We watch movies and we recite the words to movies. Try to guess what movie it is. That's like a game that we do. And every time you watch the movie, or every time I watch a movie, I find or see something different. Like the first time I watch it is more just to watch. And that's kind of how I felt with Ghana. The first time I went through it, it was just kind of to just watch.
Right.
But I have so many things that I need to ask, that I feel that I need to ask them. I need to know. There's some things that I need to know. And I wasn't in the mindset to ask because I was still in that moment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when I got back, I realized that things that I was trying to process, I couldn't process because I didn't ask the questions that I really need answered. A lot of questions I need answered. You know what I'm saying? And I remember when I spoke to the Queen Mother and I told her, I said, I'll be back. And she said, oh, I know you will. That was one of the places where I had a lot of questions that I knew I wanted to ask. But I didn't get to ask because I was in that moment. Plus the snops might have had me a little bit off a little bit.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to hit you pretty hard. I did notice that.
It burnt my chest. It was in my chest. I was like, what was that? So I really, I need to go back. So what I did was I kind of was like Dolores, I'm in my neighborhood and I'm going to the grocery store and stuff and I don't see us. So I started getting irritated. I came home. So I went back on their website and started looking at the properties. And that's when I found our video. Did y'all watch that video yet?
I didn't work. I haven't had.
Y'all, we look like the y'all remember the Cosby Kids, how they would be
Oh
that's
no.
what we look like.
That on top of the roof? Was they on top of the roof? They must have had a drone or something.
Videotaping us looking down. And I told Jeff, I said, that's us. And he was like, no, I don't think so. I said, yes, it is. So I went and got my phone and watched the video that I had of us and looked at each one of our outfits. I was like, that's your outfit. That's Isaac right there. That's me. Y'all listen, I know they was up there laughing because we looked like we was struggling, like we was struggling getting up that hill. It is so funny, but we're on that video. We're on that page. So anyway, I was looking at some of the properties and I'm like, I'm ready to get my property.
Go, girl.
I'm ready to get property. I really am. I'm at that phase right now in my life. I think that I need a second place to be able to go to when I feel like I'm standing out for too long. I don't have a problem with standing out to a certain degree, but I miss being around my people. That was really an eye opener for me. You know what I'm saying? It was an eye opener for me. It was an eye opener when that young man came up to you in the mall, and I was like, I thought y'all were Ghanaian when y'all walked through here. I was looking at y'all like, she a Ghanaian, and I was like, what? Like, you just, because when I went over there, my mindset was already, though I thought, even though I'm of African descent, that I was going to stand out because I'm lighter skinned. You know what I'm saying? And that was kind of in the back of my mind. I thought, wow, am I going to be like standing out over here, just like I stand out over here in the United States? But when I got there, I didn't feel that at all. And that felt so comfortable to me. You know what I'm saying? It felt like being at a family reunion. That's what I felt like. I was at a family reunion. And I broke down, like y'all know, like at the dungeons and stuff. I was pretty good at the dungeons only because I have seen a lot of that. Teaching history, I've been to Savannah, Georgia, and I've seen all of that stuff. So it kind of, I've become a little bit numb to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it saddens me when I think about it. But when I'm there, I know that historically I'm looking for certain things so I can make, correlations with it. But what broke me was when I got my negative COVID results. Mm-hmm. I literally broke down. Jeff was like, you over there crying. No sensitivity. He just brutal. I was literally at the swimming pool bawling.
Because she had to leave.
Right. And I had made a video and I had to say, I'm glad I don't have COVID, but I don't want to go. Like, literally, I had to take a moment.
Yeah, no.
It's one of them ugly cries. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like,
wow.
It was bad. It was bad. So then I said, well, I'm just going swimming then. Since I don't got COVID, I'm getting in this pool. So I went swimming. But yeah, so I really I enjoyed the trip. I just feel I need to go back. I have to go back. There's some unresolved things that I need to go back for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Some unresolved things.
Yeah. That's that might be some of that Marfa tribe coming out too.
Is that what it is?
That could be because I had the same. It was when I left. I came back home the first time I did back in 2018. And I couldn't stop thinking about it. And I started telling everybody about it. And then people started looking at me like I was a little crazy, but I didn't care how crazy they looked at. I was like, I don't care. I'm looking at them like they're crazy. Because I'm saying, you don't know. So, and I just kept talking about it. And I said, I couldn't wait to get back. And then when I finally got back, I was like, I need to stay a little bit longer. And I got back. And then when the first group I took in 2019, it was like 30, it was more than 30 people. And it was like I learned, like you said, I went back to the Kwame Nkrumah, went back to W.B. Du Bois, and I was learning. Every time I went, I learned something new. And it just kept igniting something in me. So I understand exactly what you're saying. And I think that you should probably go and stay for like a period of time, and just kind of just put your feet on the ground and learn. That's what but everywhere I've been on the continent, it's like that. So it's like that in Ghana. I keep going back to Ghana. Obviously, everybody thinks Ghana's my favorite. I don't have a favorite, but there's always something I learn every time I go, everywhere I go, anywhere I go. It's always something, whether it's Zanzibar, whether it's South Africa, whether it's Togo, Benin. So just keep exploring. That's what I say to you. Keep exploring. Yeah. So it's I think that as everyone and Renee, I don't know, do you have anything else that you wanted to share?
I just got to set up my trip to go back.
Yeah, I mean those are the things what we're talking about right now, and I think for everybody who's watching, we're telling you that what they tell us here is designed to keep us here, whether psychologically, physically, financially, emotionally. It is designed to make sure that we stay here and prop up this system from an economic perspective. And what we're saying is there's another world out here that these people are living their life. They're doing their thing. You all shopped in the grocery store. Yeah, I mean, it was like you had the full experience. It was like going to the grocery store was like a field trip. Like, okay, today, that's what we're about to do. We're about to go to the grocery store. And so, you got to spend money with their currency. You had the opportunity, like with Mr. Titi. Mr. Titi took care of us. He made sure we were good.
Yep.
Every day he did what he needed to do. And so, I'm just thankful that everyone had those experiences, and then now you can be messengers for your family. And Renee, you teach children, and because you teach children, you are an ambassador for them, because you already know the various systems are not going to do this. We cannot rely on these systems to teach our children. And so it's like, as we go and get this information, we have the internet now that we didn't have when we were coming along. That's one platform that we can teach, but then we can teach them by way of our example, and they see what we're doing. And they're like, wow, you had the courage to do it. Wow. And you came back. Okay. Right. I think it might be something more to this. And now they want to go see, and then the next person wants to go see. And this is how we take the scales off of our eyes, take the shackles off of our feet, all these different things. And I think it's a beautiful thing. And I am honored and humbled to have been a part of witnessing this experience in your life. So I don't know how we're going to do it, but we're going to have a reunion on the continent or something.
Yeah. And then I'm going to have to come to my school too, because what we really need is to educate our parents.
Yes.
Because where the problem is falling is that where we have fallen behind as a people is we expect somebody else to teach our kids something. And that has become a huge problem. Why would we expect a system that has oppressed us to teach us the truth? It just doesn't make any sense. It's backwards. And so we put our kids' knowledge in the hands of oppressors. And that just doesn't make any sense.
That's what they do.
Yeah, that's what has happened. So, when I get it set up and want you to come to the school and speak to the school, we'll talk about the logistics and everything.
Oh, I'll come to the school. Yeah.
I know you do speaking, and that's a big thing, because our parents need to hear it. They need to hear it. You know what I'm saying? I can talk to my students all day long and they can see it, but the parents are the ones we really got to hit hard. We got to get that buy-in with them, so they can get back.
Reinforce that.
Yeah, we got to reinforce.
The parents can do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
reinforce it, because the parents, whether they know it or not, they're reinforcing the colonial type of education that we're getting, where the white man is always on top, and a kid grows up thinking that he's inferior, that he can never be like them. And that it's a separative education that we get, and it's ingrained into us. The Bible teaches us that the issues of life proceed from the heart. And once something is in the heart, the abundance, the mouth speaks what's in their heart. And a lot of times, we do that and we don't even know it. It's a blind spot. And it's a blind spot that we all come up with, thinking that we are inferior because of the way the system has been laid out for us. And, I want all my kids to come to Africa, and they ready. When I told them, what I saw, they said, well, Dad, we want to go. I have a lot of men in my family, and they're strong men, but yet they're weak. because again, we, like I told Jay, we call ourselves Afro-Americans and we never been to Africa.
Right.
You know, yet we never been to Africa, and we don't even desire to go because of the narrative. So that have to be changed, and you know, sometimes us experiencing what we have experienced, we're in a position to change that narrative. And hey, with whatever years I got in front of me, I'm gonna do it. That's it. I'm gonna do it. So I tell you, yeah, but you know, you're right. You're right on top of it, sis. Yeah, you're in a position to teach.
When you start thinking about the school system, it's just like it's a program. It's like they send the children to school to the teachers who really, you know, you get some teachers who care, but you get the teachers who really do not care. They keep the parents working, so the parents really don't have enough time to educate their children. That's why the parents depend on them so much to teach this stuff to their children. You know, it's just all part of their process and their system, what they did to us. And it's, you know, because people who be out there on that government aid and whatever, they don't care what their kids are being taught at school. They getting that check and don't even care what the kids are being taught. And when they come home, they're not teaching them nothing. It's bad on both sides. It's just the system has tore us down. It tore us down.
That's why we're gonna build us up. That's why we
doesn't take much.
That's why we're having these conversations. That's why I don't care what clown in the comments has to say. You know, because you know, there's always a peanut gallery out there. There's always a nutcase that's going to come in there with something simple. But hey, guess what? Say what you gotta say, because we're gonna, just like they push back with just like all the stuff in the world comes with craziness and these systems and all this stuff. And people just that as aggressive as that is, we can be just as aggressive and push back. And there are enough people out here who have enough sense with their common experiences to say enough is enough. And so the weapon that we have is the education. Because if you can get into the weapon that they used against us is the miseducation. So the weapon that you use to combat it is the proper education. And now when people get the proper education and they're not allowing themselves to be gaslighted and told that green is orange and red is yellow, and they say, I know exactly what I see and I know what has happened. And in my household, I'm going to begin and change things, and I'm going to educate my own children. I'm going to do these things no matter what you say. I recognize the stuff that you put on the television to try to manipulate me. I recognize the different lies that you've told me to try to manipulate me. And so as we take responsibility, each one of us, that begins a generational impact. And that's what you see happening through these types of conversations. And there's nothing they can do about it. And it's happening all over the world. That's what I'm saying. On the continent, people are waking up. In Zimbabwe, they're waking up. In Nigeria, they're waking up. In Tanzania, they're waking up. I said Tanzania. In Morocco, they're waking up. In Senegal, they're waking up. In Cote d'Ivoire, they're waking up. Just like they're waking up in the United States, they're waking up in Chicago and Dallas and Seattle, and people are saying enough is enough. Just like when they're trying to change the history of what this country has done, they're trying to say, no, don't teach that. There's another wave of people saying, no, this is what happened, and here's the evidence, and there's nothing they can do about it. And they get upset, and they're again, and this is crossing ethnicities. It's not just black people waking up, it's white people waking up saying, hold on, I'm teaching these little black kids and I'm seeing all the trauma that they've been through, and they're saying I have a responsibility. And so you have people waking up that are saying that they can't even tolerate it anymore. So I just want you all to know that with all the thousands of people in the short period of time that we've put these videos out, each one of you has touched thousands of people's lives. And it's just the beginning. And so these videos will continue on for years. You know, they might be around long after we're gone. You know, I don't know, you know, how this all plays out. but I'm honored again to know you all, to consider you all family, to be a part of this experience, this collective experience. And who knows where this goes? I'm telling you, who knows where this goes? We didn't script this conversation. We're just sitting here talking and vibing, and I'm just humbled to be a part of it. So again, I want to thank all of you for being a part. I don't know if anybody had anything else. I mean, as we get ready to wrap up, I don't know if anybody had anything else. You got something? What you got, Tyrone? I see you. There you go. Let's see if we can get you off the mute there. I see you.
You gonna start that?
Take that mute button off. There you go. Tap that phone. Just tap the phone real quick.
There you go.
There you go.
I just wanted to say while everybody was on here that I feel, Jay, that you are the flame, the fire that lit the flame, and the flame is within us. So this your doing.
Yep.
This your doing, because Africa, all I do is think and thought about it. But now I can say I've been there, I feel it, and it's in me. So I thank you for that. And I wanted everybody to know that's from my heart. And I appreciate the family that we got now.
That's right.
Yeah. So
we coming to Nashville.
That's it.
We coming to Nashville. I'm
Yeah,
not riding
come
the
I
horses, but I'm coming to Nashville.
don't
know down there, but we gonna get some.
waiver to ride, James.
I got a saddle. I just don't have a horse.
Well, you got a horse now.
I got a saddle, don't have a horse, man. But I like Tennessee.
Come on. Like I say, come on.
Tennessee.
Hey, long as you don't put me out, I'll be here. So come on. I ain't going nowhere.
Oh, man.
Look, if you get your trip, you ain't gonna put them out.
All right, no,
Right.
Jay, I just want to say thank you, Jay. You have really blessed us, man, with a great time, man. You showed us a brand new experience that none of us really had prior to. And now we've been enlightened. You know, you've shown us, something that we didn't even know existed. You changed our narrative, you changed our attitude, and you set us on a course that we don't even know where it's going to take us. But we know that it's going to take us somewhere good, somewhere where we want to be. And, we have a blank check right now. And we can write some things, man, that we didn't even know that we could write. So, but we're anxious to do it, man. And we just thank you for it, man. It's been a blessing, man. God bless you.
Yes.
God bless you, man.
Thank you all. And again, until the reunion, I appreciate this Zoom union. And shout out to Isaac. Isaac wasn't able to join us tonight, but he's a part of the family as well. And again, for everyone who's watching, continue to educate yourself, continue to take responsibility for the narrative. Do not let anyone else define it for you. Hold these systems, these education systems accountable. If you need to step to them and say, why are you teaching my children this? Do your due diligence and let's be responsible. And that's how things change when we stand up and say something. Just like the people in the other areas, in different communities who stand up and say, no, this is what we want. We can use our dollars. We can use our knowledge. We can use the power that we have to be able to change the narratives, tell the truth, and pave the way for the next generation. So again, everybody, thank you for being a part of this reunion. And I look forward to us seeing each other in person real soon. And continue to be safe, continue to lead the charge, and continue to represent Black excellence. That's how we do it. Continue to represent hashtag Black excellence.
Negative. Continue to stay COVID negative.
Yes.
Open up your eyes and see.